All right, Charlie, Rochambeau. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Ooh.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Okay, we got ourselves a wiener. Chicken diener.
Well, we're live, so anytime now.
Okay. Welcome back to Season 2, Episode 2 of Illiteral. My name is Charlie. I am your host. To my left, we've got Bill, William, Christensen, black fingernail painted.
Actually, no.
Titty
I
tattoo
thought it was
having.
Trice Jackson
Oh,
again.
no. Well, I told you guys last week that I was going to be workshopping new characters. So I do have a new one this week.
Okay, Mr. We're not quite sure who he is yet.
Would you like me to introduce myself?
Absolutely.
My name is Harrington Cosgrove. I'm a billionaire transatlantic philanthropist with a sexual ambiguity that's going to drive all of you crazy. I have a bevy of wealth and naughty proclivities.
Certainly going to drive me crazy sitting
Harrington
next to you.
Cosgrove.
At your service.
At your
and
cervix.
To my 12 o'clock, we have Jordy.
What's up, guys? Did you have a good week?
It was an excellent week.
I had a great week. I actually uploaded the episode, and I didn't delete 5 to 10 episodes at all.
You didn't.
I'm the only one that had to watch a terrible movie, so my week was great beyond that.
Well, I had a very intimate encounter with critically acclaimed actor William Hurt of Altered States and The Big Chill fame. Are you all familiar with William Hurt?
I know who he is.
You could
yes.
say our encounter ended with me touching him in his hurt locker. You could say I really hit him where it hurts. You could say I had sex with him.
Anally.
I had sex with William Hurt because I am Harrington Cosgrove, transatlantic billionaire philanthropist who has a very sexually ambiguous nature.
You better not fucking break character this entire hour.
No, I won't. Because I
Okay.
told you, new year, new me. I'm just workshopping new characters. This is what I've got. This is what I brought to the table.
Shit. I'm stumped.
Oh, do I have you a little flustered? Mr.
Yeah.
Charlie, is that a hard-on?
No one can see because the screen is frozen and likely will be for the majority of the episode.
the duration of the program.
Should we just jump straight into your segment, Charles?
No.
No?
Because right now I need some time to
Yeah, well,
build
you
up
were
and keep a straight face.
hot under that fleece collar of yours.
Jump
no
straight
one-
onto the Segway.
Yes,
Yes. Have you guys ever ridden a Segway?
I have.
Have you?
Yes.
Of course you have.
Yes.
Mr. Harrington.
I
How about
am
you,
Harrington
Charlie?
Cosgrove. Of course, I've utilized a Segway
I have
once
not.
or twice.
You haven't? What about a one-wheel?
No, I don't even know.
I believe they call that a unicycle.
No.
No. Tell us more about this one wheel.
Well, it's like a skateboard with a wheel in the center.
Oh, sort of like an endo board, but instead of a barrel in the center, it's a wheel.
Exactly. It's like a Segway with one wheel.
It's motorized, you say.
Yeah.
Tell us more.
Well, I mean,
Regale us with your stories of the one wheel.
it's like riding a skateboard, except for you lean forward and there's only one wheel.
How delightful.
And yeah, that's about all I got on that. I'm just curious if anybody's ever ridden a Segway.
No.
Tell me about your experience riding a Segway.
I struggle enough just to walk, I guess. So riding a Segway would not.
You guess. Hold on. Give me several examples of you struggling to walk.
I was just trying to create conversation to get him
I
to stop
once spent
staring
an
at me.
entire week being exclusively ambulatory on an exercise ball. Penelope Cruz and I spent a weekend in the Maldives, and we made a promise to one another that we'd only walk the beaches and the local shops and bodegas, utilizing only our exercise balls. She practiced her Kegels, and I practiced tightening and loosening my prostate while bouncing up and down ever so sensually on my exercise ball. Hers was mauve and mine was a magenta.
So
Once again, this was in the Maldives.
Did Tom join you?
No. Who?
Why? Tom Cruise.
No, it was only I and Penelope Cruz.
Gotcha. So you were on a cruise in the Bahamas.
Yes, it was Penelope Cruz's cruise line, Penelope's Cruise.
Oh, okay.
We're only I and I don't know how I'm going to make it through this entire episode.
I'm shocked you didn't refer to her as Penelope Cruz.
Oh no, she prefers Penelope. But when I'm not in her presence, I call her Penelope, just for clarification.
In her presence. So you were once wrapped up in a box and given to her?
Mm-hmm. Well, no, not to her specifically, but there was a time. Oh, what is this? I don't want to be. No, now everyone knows that I'm.
Story time. This is the camera on the laptop.
Oh.
Improvise.
Okay, all right. Charles, tell us now about your. Let's do your segment now.
So I this week had to watch a movie called Naked with.
I love the title already.
I know you do.
Was William Hurt in it?
He was not, but I was really hurt having to watch this movie.
Who was in it?
I'm sorry, watch this program.
This film.
Yeah, this regularly scheduled.
Did you attend the cinema to watch this film, or were you in the comfort of your own home?
I would have rather attended a snuff film than watch this.
Wow.
So it's basically a shitty version of. Oh, there I am, and HD glory. It's basically a shitty version of Groundhog Day. Marlon Wayans, yes, of the White Chicks fame. He is he's getting married, and he is a substitute school teacher who refuses to take a full-time position.
Why?
Because he doesn't want to commit.
Wear clothes.
He doesn't want to commit. So his fiance is
concerned about his level of willingness to commit.
She is,
if he can't
yes.
commit to a full-time
However, she's
position.
also a very well-to-do physician who happens to be married to a substitute school teacher. And her father is a multi-millionaire, very successful mogul.
If I may interject for a moment.
What's her father?
I too am able to identify with the inability to commit to a full-time position. I like to switch things up.
Yeah.
What's her father's name? William Hurt.
Her father was actually the Allstate guy.
President Palmer from 24 featuring Kiefer Sutherland.
I don't see him as any of that. All I see him as is Carlos or Pedro Serrano from Major League.
Oh.
I once took a lover by the name of Pedro Serrano, and he was very middle league.
He would have had Joe Boo put some kind of a voodoo hex on you. So anyway.
Excellent.
So Marlon Wayans goes out to his bachelor party and wakes up in an elevator naked and spends the entire movie caught in a time loop where he's trying to get to his wedding. But the moment he gets to his wedding, he immediately teleports back naked into the elevator. So I spent an hour and we'll say hour and 30 minutes just having to watch Marlon Wayans' naked ass running through the city.
I once watched a 90-minute art house film featuring Marlon Wayans running naked through a city, but it was a documentary.
Well, I wish you would have watched this movie instead of me. It was a very shitty remake, I guess. Or
remake.
Somebody clearly thought that Groundhog Day wasn't a good enough time loop movie, so they would improve on it. And this is what came out of it. And it really makes me reconsider wanting to do this shitty movie of the week because I had to spend an hour and a half looking at Marlon Wayans' naked ass.
So how many Charlies out of 1,000 did we say last time?
What was it, 1,000? This would
you get 1,000 death shovels, I think was the unit of measurement that we agreed upon.
2 death shovels.
So better than Tremors 5.
Decidedly.
What did I give Tremors 5? What did I give Tremors 5?
I think 1.
Okay, then this gets a -1. It was worse.
I
would rather watch Tremors 5.
So let's give Tremors 5 a 2 death shovels down.
Yeah, I'd bump Tremors 5 up to a 10 death shovels.
Okay, we're getting more
this gets
context.
a 1. This gets a 1.
All right.
It's bad.
Well, you heard it here second, folks.
If you'll excuse me, I, Harrington Cosgrove, have to go to the bathroom. I'm going to be, in my stead, I will leave Bill. Hey, guys, what's up? Was Harrington cool? I know, like, he was, like, super kind of excited to be on the show, but I told him, like, keep it, PG-13. I don't know if he said anything weird. I do apologize for that. Where are we at? What's going on?
Somebody just asked in the chat, do they show his dong in the movie? If they did, it was probably when I took a piss break, and I've never been happier to take a piss break in a movie.
Wait.
I didn't see it.
Wait, so you took a piss break without pausing it? Is what you're
Absolutely.
saying.
Wow.
Chuck.
Absolutely.
Do you think...
Didn't even worry about it.
Do you think Cisco and Ebert would do that?
It's Cisco.
I almost forgot. They found some reason to include 90s R&B sensation Brian McKnight in the movie.
Oh, Cisco reminded
kind
you of
of
that?
fuck yeah, though, a little bit.
Yeah, for whatever
love
reason,
Brian
he was
McKnight.
in the movie. Honestly, I kind of numbed out halfway through it. It was so bad. I forget his purpose in the movie, but he was...
Charlie had a dissociative episode, like, during watching the movie.
It was like I was having flashbacks, and I was never even there.
So I just heard, like, a bunch of, like, artillery fire, and, like, my vision went very blurry.
If it doesn't freeze, I'll
I went
resize
to
it.
go save a cat in a tree, but first I had to find a cat to put in the tree to get me out of the house.
Charlie found a feral cat, threw it into a tree so he could miss the last 30 minutes of the movie.
It was bad, man.
Nope, it froze again.
Ah, farts.
Well, the camera doesn't work, but this is a good Angus sling.
Well, I don't know. I kind of
Yeah, it's
look
perfect.
horrible, but
Look at my head.
it's a good head. You got a good shaped head.
Yeah, that's what they tell me. Woo! That's a penis reference. So, my son turned 3 this week.
Happy birthday to your son. I did see a picture of him online looking like Captain Jack Sparrow, I think.
Yep. He got a Captain America shield and mask, and he adorned his other hand with an Iron Man glove with all the Infinity Stones in it.
Okay.
So he had one Captain America shield, one Iron Man glove. So I suggested we should put his Spider-Man costume on, of course.
Okay.
So he was a mashup of half of the Avengers.
It was like a cool Marvel remix.
Basic.
Nice.
That's Trice Jackson again.
Who?
I don't know.
Trace Atkinson again.
Who's that?
The other character. He taught me that.
Can you
slang.
bring Huntington Carrington back again, please?
Well, he's in the bathroom. He'll be back in a second.
Oh, okay, good.
But who's Trice Jackson?
He kind of strikes me as a person that would shake for about 5 minutes.
He kind of strikes me on the butt.
He spends like
And
a
then
weird amount of
have
time in the
7
bathroom.
minutes of follow-up jiggle.
Yeah. And he's like kind of a leaner and a peaker, when he's like at the urinal.
Oh, the perfect stall for that is Harper's. You know how the urinals are approximately 6 inches apart? Mm-hmm. That's comfortable. Oh,
yeah.
Last time I went to Harper's with Charlie, I had to tell a gentleman to not use that. I don't exactly remember how it went.
You told somebody like, hey, man.
I was taking a piss at the urinal, and you know how there's another urinal like your knee would hit?
Yep.
And nobody ever uses it as a guy code. Like, we'll just wait till the other guy
My knee
gets out.
always hits the urinal.
Yeah.
Hey-o.
Ew.
I will say this. In that instance, I'm using that fucking urinal.
There's a stall right next to me.
Yep,
wide
I'm
open.
using the fucking urinal.
So I'm standing, and he's considering it. I'm like, don't even think about it. That's what I told him, and I'm sitting there pissing, and I walk outside, and Charlie was telling me this guy is like yelling or whatever, like mad about something. I look over, I'm like, oh, that's the guy just told not to even think about pissing next to me.
I just want, in my head, I know you didn't do this, but in my head, like, he's like standing like to your, whatever, 4 o'clock. And you just turn around, wiener still out, still peeing. Don't even think about it.
Queer.
Do you guys ever catch yourself in a situation where you walk into the bathroom and there's somebody standing at the urinal with their
Side
pants
dick.
and their underwear down to their fucking knees peeing?
It used to be all the time.
I did that as a dare once.
It used to be all the time
Not that long
because
ago.
Rob,
But that happens just randomly.
my friend Rob, who I will not fully disclose, used to do this all the time. We'd go into anywhere, especially at shows. Like, the more hard the show, the more likely Rob was going to pull his underwear all the way down to his ankle and piss at the urinal. So that was hilarious, especially at like really heavy, like hardcore dude shows that everyone's like super masculine, and then you would go the whole time he peed.
But the way to really cap that off is not to just fucking drop trowel like pants and underwear, but also instead of holding your dick, just lifting your shirt up. And just kind of
he would put it under his chin, I think. So he was basically fully nude while peeing at the thing.
Oh, fuck, that's really good.
And screaming.
It's really fucking good. I wouldn't even be mad about that.
Yeah, he's a funny guy.
He
used to also overhand bowl.
Like just like a...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, overhand bowl is exactly what you think it is. I know that he's the only person I know that's been banned out of multiple like bowling alleys and movie theaters, etc. For just
it's how I do it.
It's antics.
This is how I do it.
I remember he used to quote unquote steal soda by asking the employees if he could, can I have a water cup? And they hand him the water cup. He goes, okay, but I'm gonna put soda in this cup, but I don't want to pay for it. Is that okay? And they're like, I don't care. It's like, okay.
There's no fucking loss prevention at this Wendy's, dude. Just fucking take the Dr. Pepper.
He was, he was very. Once he had the cup in hand, so it was basically too late. He's like, is it okay if I put Mountain Dew in this
Imagine
water
if you
cup?
just had like a really dedicated fast food employee that was like, if you even fucking try that, I swear to God, if you even just tease,
I'll be on you.
I will jump over this counter and I will beat the shit out of you. I will call the police.
I mean, we used to go to Taco Bell with like 15 people.
I will report you to the proper authorities.
I'll call my manager.
I will call my mom. I will call my mom and I will tell her what happened. I will write about you in my diarrhea, you piece of shit.
My diarrhea.
It did sound like I said diarrhea.
I thought you said that.
I will dip my hand into fresh diarrhea and write an entire novel on the wall about you.
This jerk.
He G.G. Allen's a whole story.
That's how his fucking career began. He was just a very disgruntled Taco Bell employee. Oh, did we unfreeze?
No. I'm just gonna go back to the other camera. It's better than nothing, right?
Gentlemen, I'm back. Oh, okay. Guys, I'm going to have to... Hello. I've returned from the restroom. Forgive me for taking so long. I have a process.
A prostate.
Well, it involves my prostate, yes.
So is urinating really just milking your prostate for you?
No, it's more of a... It's a transcendental experience. I once spent a weekend with...
Who was there with you?
Critically acclaimed comedian Gallagher.
Go on.
He taught me the... I don't want to... This is a goof. I don't think I can continue.
No, I need you to finish the story.
Oh, yeah. You commit. What did Gallagher teach you?
In the bathroom. For over a weekend.
We spent another weekend in the Maldives, Gallagher.
Besides how to smash that honeydew.
Well, that's how he taught me to stick a honeydew between my thighs and grip it with fervor as I
Crush the life out of it.
Yes, and it strengthens your stream to the point where it actually sort of gapes your urethra. And your stream is so powerful.
It's like just a 1 second pee.
You feel it in
Done.
your lower back. It's sort of like dumping out a bucket as opposed to squirting a water bottle. You understand the analogy I'm trying to make? Yes.
Your urethra opened up.
So that took an entire
the Bombay
weekend.
doors on the Enola
Yes,
Gay.
well, it is. There's a lot of meditation involved, a lot of stimulation, and a lot of preparation.
H.
Okay,
well, fascinating story about them. You spent a lot of time in the Maldives.
Mm-hmm.
Was this the same trip?
No,
Just to follow
entirely
weekend?
separate. 10 years removed, in fact.
Which one was first, Penelope Cruz or Gallagher?
Gallagher.
I would have preferred the timeline to reverse.
Did Gallagher still have hair at this point?
Elderly Gallagher.
I have to break from the bit for a second. Imagine you go on vacation with Gallagher now.
After having gone on the same vacation with Penelope Cruz.
Yeah, you
10 years ago.
how far I've fallen. That the only
And
person.
the only place you can go is the bathroom.
I'm a billionaire, but the only person that can agree to go on a vacation with me is Gallagher.
You think he's still alive?
Gallagher's still alive.
How do you know? Please
I know
tell
that.
me. How?
Because he just did a show not too long ago.
Oh, no.
I financed it. It wouldn't have happened if it weren't for me, billionaire philanthropist Harrington Cosgrove.
Did he convince you during that
Yeah, it was,
weekend
at the,
trip?
it was at the Lyric Theater.
It's all he could book.
Billionaire
No one else would take him.
philanthropist.
Wait, you were able to finance? That's pretty good. The Lyric, it's a
Yes.
high dollar venue.
Yes. In comparison to the Royal Albert Hall, where he actually, and this is true, did perform one time. That's not bullshit.
Shit. All right, I was going to change it up and say he was at the Port St. Lucie Civic Center.
I once spent a weekend in the Maldives with the Port St. Lucie Civic Center.
Came back with all kinds of STDs
Okay.
and 3 illegitimate kids.
Yes. That I named after people that donated money to finance the benches and bleachers at the Port St. Lucie Civic Center.
Oh, are they stamped on the...
Mm-hmm.
That's cute.
Yes. I went there to attend a professional wrestling event one time.
How professional was it?
Semi.
Is that what you came away with?
It
A semi?
it featured a lot of like instead of like Hulk Hogan, it was like Hork Hogan.
Really?
And no, but I've gone to pro wrestling events there, like just like small promotions.
Oh,
or
you
whatever.
broke.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So they can't both be in the same room at the same time?
Yeah, it's like Time Cop.
We're
We can't
shit-
have the same matter occupying the same space at the same time.
Yeah, so it's sort of a jumper, a looper thing that happens.
Herringbone
He once
Covington
spent a weekend in the Maldives.
is exactly
with
like Time
Looper.
Cop.
Bruce Willis from Looper.
I once spent a weekend in the Hamptons with Time Cop.
My close
the
friend
Bruce
and
Willis
benefactor,
story.
Julian Stylingsbury III.
No, it was actually just Julia Stiles from 10 Things I Hate About You.
Oh, God. Oh, ugh.
You know, do you take umbrage with Julia Stiles?
Did she smile like downward like she does in every movie she ever made?
She does have a weird fucking
She's
mouth.
got a fucking downward smile.
Yeah, I don't like it.
It's the only bitch that like you can't say turn that frown upside down
'Cause it already is.
It's,
Turn
yeah,
that smile
It
upside
it's
down.
not a frown. She's happy and it's like a grimace at the same time.
like
Maybe she's upset about being happy. Maybe
they
she's
should-
taking
they
an
should
oath. Maybe she's
rename-
taking an oath. Maybe someone close to her died, and she's like, "I swear before God and Satan alike that I will never be happy again."
They should rename 10 Things I Hate About You to 175 Things I Hate About Julia Stiles.
I'd watch that movie. I'd watch the shit
I'd
out
watch
of that
it on
movie.
repeat.
It's just fucking. It's just Charlie just,
Bitching
just
about Julia Stiles.
just on a fucking rant into a microphone.
Hold on. Besides her smile, what else do you hate about Julia Stiles?
Oh, fuck. You put me on the spot.
Save the Last Dance. I think
We
that
got
whole movie.
125 things to go, Charlie.
Save the Last Dance. She was the worst part of the Bourne Ultimatum? Supremacy?
One of the Bourne movies.
Identity?
Yeah, I get it. One of the Bourne movies.
Yeah, it's one of those.
Is that the one where Frodo takes the ring to Mordor?
Yes, that was the one.
The twin
It's-
Bournes.
real
The
quick,
Return of the
real quick,
Bourne.
Real quick. Here's a question for you. At the end of the Lord of the Rings, when those big ass eagles come and pick Frodo up, why didn't they just fucking ride those eagles to Mordor? Instead of having to go all that way and walk that shit and climb that mountain and hide in that bog and hide under this fucking thing and run out of food and deal with bullshit and get eaten by a spider, just ride them fucking eagles
Because then there wouldn't be an ambiguously
and
gay love
drop
story.
the ring at the top of the volcano. You never got to deal with that little fucking golem.
Schmeagol.
Schmeagol. You never have to deal with any of that shit.
Me.
You know,
Shmee.
nobody had to die. You didn't
Don't
have to
try
have
and
a
stop me,
fellowship
Shmee.
of
Shmee,
the
try and
ring.
stop me.
Fuck the elves. Let them do them things.
I would fuck some of the elves. Would get
You
it?
mean?
Well, the wood elves is the one that. Okay, anyway.
No.
I
Just
can't
seemed,
believe I have to. I can't believe
seemed a
I
little
have to.
crazy.
Oh my
fucking-
God! Speaking of the elves from Lord of the Rings, there's a Greek, quote unquote, it's really like an American diner, but it's owned by Greek people who are American, and somewhere down the line their family's Greek. But you know how us Americans do.
Yeah.
Like I'm Irish, even though
No, man.
everyone in your entire
American.
family is from America.
Yeah.
But at any rate, they have a mural on their wall, and the gentleman in the mural is Orlando Bloom. I shit you not. And we finally, like, I always wanted to sit underneath it because I keep calling it Orlando Bloom because it looks exactly like Orlando Bloom. And I finally got there, and the waitress was like, how are you doing today? And I was like, great, because I finally got to sit in this booth. I wanted to look at this picture. She's like, oh, yeah, it's Orlando Bloom. I'm like, I thought it just looked like, it's based loosely off him. Maybe they didn't understand that the artist was basically just painting Orlando Bloom on the wall. But no, everybody knew that. It was like they purposely wanted Orlando Bloom as the lone voyager. So it's Orlando Bloom with like a pencil mustache.
Where's the restaurant at?
It's Galaxy Diner.
Where at?
Canner and...
Oh, here in town.
Yes.
Oh, okay. It would have made sense if it was in Orlando.
So you can go see Orlando Bloom mural on the wall while getting your
And while getting
eggs and bacon.
sausage and grits.
I once. This is Harrington Cosgrove
Oh,
again.
Harrington
I
Cosgrove
I
again.
once attended an orgy
Mm-hmm.
at Universal Studios, and we called it an Orlando Bloom.
At the Outback Steakhouse in Universal Orlando,
Yes,
we had the Orlando Bloom.
an onion.
Orlando blooming onion.
Okay, well.
Would you guys like to get into my segment? I've got to, brother.
Oh,
Where
sure.
Yes,
where
I would love
where I
to.
read advice.
You read advice.
Will I give
Wait,
it?
can
I
we
give
add to the advice?
Oh, yes,
Yes.
of course.
We
Feel
did
free
last
to
time.
feel free to.
I don't want to interrupt this time.
I do.
jump in as you.
Wow.
Okay, I'm gonna break the fourth wall, dude. That's the fucking lid to my. Where the hell? Dude,
That's the lid to his fucking whiskey that he's planning on drinking in the next 2 minutes.
For the audio listeners,
Jeez. You're playing.
It's caught on video.
I just launched the audio listeners.
Oh,
They know it's caught on video.
for those three of you that listen to us on audio,
I launched his Maker's Mark cap across at Charlie, and I think it just hit the microphone in your beer can.
It did. It didn't touch me. Not even close.
Perfect.
Tell you're a
That's
soccer
going
player.
on.
I'm sorry. Hensington Cosgrove.
Harrington Cosgrove.
Harrington.
I believe his name is Herringbone Kensington.
It's Harry Stylesington cosplay.
There we go. Tell me these queries.
All right. Excuse me.
Bit of methane escaping my esophagi.
It's my girlfriend's birthday in 3 months.
Dump her. Next question.
Save yourself having to buy a present.
I just saved you $50. And a whole lot of headache.
You're getting out of it before Valentine's Day.
Oh my
It's
god.
my girlfriend's
When?
birthday in 3 months. I am notoriously bad at giving proper gifts, but I really want to go all out as I am especially enamored with her. Any advice on a beat-all birthday present
Anal.
for my girlfriend? Anal.
Studies.
Might I suggest a weekend in the Maldives where
Bring Gallagher. He's a hoot.
bring Gallagher and on a weekend to the Maldives? No, but my suggestion would be take her up in a hot air.
rogering.
Take her take her up into a hot air balloon off the coast
French Polynesia.
of well, no,
New Guinea.
Papua New Guinea.
off the coast of Papua New Guinea. New Guinea, as the natives call it. A hot air balloon ride off the coast of Papua New Guinea.
Off the coast of Tennessee.
And then you get down on one knee. You pull out the box with the ring inside, and then you place it around the tip of your penis. And it's a cock ring, not a wedding ring. For those of you who hadn't. And then you give her a good rogering.
A jolly rogering.
A jolly
Rogering.
A jolly rogering.
You give her the old Blackbeard, if you know what I mean.
No, please do elaborate. Elucidate us on the meaning behind your Blackbeard innuendo.
It's when you eat their butthole.
No, the black. Why would it be black?
I mean, because there's blood in her stool.
Oh my god!
From the proper rogering you gave her earlier.
It's from a lack of vitamin C. She clearly has scurvy.
She drinks a lot of whiskey and cokes, and she's just
Guinness, yeah.
terribly
she
unhealthy.
drinks a lot of Guinness. That's why.
Her stool is predominantly brown. This took a dark turn. Gross.
That's a stout joke.
I think that's okay.
I think we properly answered that question.
Yeah, easily. Mm-hmm. Charlie, did you want to chime in?
Mostly, you go to Papua New Guinea in the hot air balloon because you're not going to hit power lines there.
Is that like a developing country joke?
It is, yes. Well, it's a beautiful country, but they are very far removed from the rest of the world.
Did you know that half of it's a jungle?
Most of it is.
Because I feel like your opinion would change on it had you known that.
No, I already knew that. I've seen. Now, there's fucked up people in Papua New Guinea. If you actually research it, it'll fucking make your blood curdle.
Okay, well.
So there are tribes in Papua New Guinea that the young men are raised.
That's
they have
terrible.
to. It's dude. It's
how
fucked
dare
up.
they?
They have to drink the semen of the village elders. They have to blow the village elders and drink their semen because that's giving them manhood. Shit's crazy. One of my employees when I worked at Northlake told me about it, and I'm like, there's no fucking way. So I researched it. It's true. And it's in Papua New Guinea. And they basically rape these young men their entire lives. But
boy, I really wanted to keep this comedy podcast.
Well, no, because you made it seem like I was about to rag on a nation, but like there's good reason. It is a beautiful place. But the villagers they got some shit going on, man.
Okay, so maybe not.
Look it up for
maybe
yourself
not New
if you
Guinea
think I'm just
with the hot
talking
air
shit.
balloon, because the hot air balloon could land at any moment.
Yeah, well, just say off the coast of
Tennessee, landlocked Tennessee,
Lake Como, Italy. You may bump into Clooney
off the coast
there.
of Saskatchewan.
All right, so anyway, next question. Sorry, I didn't mean to turn that shit bad, but
I got even myself with all of my bevy of naughty proclivities. Saw that as a little I don't know, fucking dark, Charlie.
Rapey?
What the fuck, man?
Rapey? Who else needs advice? Hey, here's my advice. Don't go to New Guinea, especially if you're a boy.
Yeah, like if you got a bar mitzvah coming up, maybe don't go to New Guinea, I guess. Would be my advice.
Yeah, or if you have a quinceanera or whatever. Also.
Yeah, but the bar mitzvah's like 13, so I feel like if you're gonna be like, in either case, don't go to New Guinea if you're a teen.
It's isolated tribes. It's not like the entire fucking place.
It's not like there's like resorts in New Guinea where they're like, no, you're here now, so come over and drink the old man's cum.
No, it's isolated tribes, but it's a tradition over there, and it's
like,
crazy.
It's like when you get off the plane in Hawaii and they give you a lei. You get off the plane in New Guinea, they're like, come on over here. You have to drink this old man's cum.
Get over here.
Come here. No.
Welcome. Get over here and suck this dick.
No. It's tradition. He's about to come. Just come here.
They serve it in a coconut.
All right. Next question.
Oh God.
You've got the cum original. Anyway.
I have a new roommate.
Wait, you have to go back to Huntington, Carrington.
I have a new roommate. Terribly sorry. I have a new roommate. She previously, I do find her very attractive, but I did not want to scare her away. So upon agreeing to, are you all right?
I'm stuck in my jacket.
We'll pause for a second.
I have an injury, and it's making it impossible to get out
All right.
of my jacket. Go on.
Okay.
What's that injury? Weight gain?
Yeah, no, it's a shoulder injury.
Oh.
It's weight loss, friend. Look it up.
Yeah, he's actually. I mean, come look at him. He's slimmed down a bit, looking actually a little defined.
Down 15 lubes.
On that slim slow diet.
I'm down 15 lubes. Okay.
15 lubes?
Lubes.
Oh, gotcha.
Lubes.
Okay.
I've recently taken on a new roommate. I was hesitant at first.
Taking her on head to head.
I've recently taken on a new roommate. I was hesitant at first because she has 3 cats, but I am mildly attracted to her and did not want to scare her
Kick
away.
her out.
I am
Kick her
allergic to cats.
Oh my God, this person's an idiot.
So you don't have a roommate. Plain and simple.
What's the best way
To kick her out?
to divulge to her that I am allergic, but I would like her to stay?
There's no good way to do this.
Yeah, you can't.
Also, so he's attracted to her.
Mm-hmm.
So
There's no pussy in the world worth
3
living
pussies.
with 3 cats. Trust me.
all right,
Just ain't there.
Here's the best advice ever, and that every man has to give to every other man at some point in life. If you're attracted to a woman that's not attracted to you, you have to just inferno that bridge as fast as possible, because most men lack the maturity to handle that, which means I'm just going to treat you like a right-hander 90% of the world. And just
When you say
assume-
right-hander, because when I spent a weekend in the Maldives with Gallagher, we had an entirely different definition for that phrase.
You know what I think would be awesome for that person? Yeah, fuck it if she moves in
Yeah.
with
So
you.
anyway, let me finish.
Oh, sorry. Excuse me.
So if it's not going to happen between her, understand, even though you probably can't see this right now, that everything you're doing is motivated by that attraction. Most likely. I'm just playing the 90% here, right? If you happen to be the 10%, I don't apologize. Just understand that I'm trying to roll the dice for the highest chance of winning here.
But because it doesn't say in the Harrington Cosgroves in the bathroom. It doesn't say that Charles Blatter Harrington Cosgrove, or he's just a masturbator. I don't know.
In the beginning you say he was previously attracted?
Yeah,
to her?
no,
There's
was
no such thing as a guy to be previously attracted to a girl.
no. Like he is attracted to her.
Yeah, there you
go. I think the issue is that he wants to shoot his shot. But if
That's weird as a roommate.
Here you
though.
go.
Yeah.
Shoot your shot before
So,
she moves in.
that's like
because
doing it as
if
your-
if
yeah.
he's
the
that,
boss.
number one, if
Yeah.
he's that attracted to
Yeah,
her,
exactly.
he's gonna be A, living with cats.
Yeah.
Okay. B, the moment she moves in and they've got that like friendly dynamic, he's in the friend zone, so he's gonna be miserable when she's bringing dudes over to the house.
Especially when he's like, true.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, he's-
fucking trying to get his shit together, like hanging out on the porch
Well, I
because
agree.
the cats have overrun the house.
I agree, like agreeing to allow her to become a roommate.
Is wrong.
It's gonna crush.
All right,
you.
so here's
The
what
moment
you have to do.
The moment she brings somebody home, you're gonna have a weird, awkward.
Yeah, this
deal.
is the twofold answer. So first of all, you can't shoot your shot with a roommate when you're the landlord in this,
Essentially, yeah.
because that's like a boss doing it to an underling.
True.
That puts undue pressure on them because
Absolutely.
they're worried
Absolutely.
about that position as a roommate.
Yeah.
So that's fucked. You can't do that.
Yeah.
I mean, if she came to you, that's a completely different situation. But the chances of that happening are very slim.
Yeah.
And so then you just have to take it as this. If it was some guy that I barely know and he had 3 cats, would I let him move in? If the
Yeah.
answer is no, then the answer should be no here.
Yeah.
So here's my other thing. Here's like an alternative solution.
Kill
here.
the cats. I agree.
Kill the cats.
Yeah.
Kill the cats.
Drown them.
Or that,
But
or
don't
you
put it on
get-
the internet because
No,
they'll
no,
get
no.
you.
You get yourself one of
they'll
those.
get you.
You get yourself one of those disco laser setups. Hook it to the roof and just leave it on at all times, so the cats are just confined in a corner chasing that shit.
Well, yeah.
You never gotta worry about
You
them.
do that, but then you also get 6 to 10 Roombas with knives on them, duct taped in every direction. So while they're looking at the lights, you never know, they might get bumped into. You know what? Am I wrong here?
Even though I hate cats, I don't want the
I'm
cats
just
to die.
kidding.
But
Honestly, I love cats, so like it's hard
Yeah,
for me
yeah,
to
I know,
relate
I
to
know.
this. But yeah, man, you should have shot your shot before you ever agreed to let this girl
it's
become
got to
a
happen
roommate.
before she moves in. Once she
Yeah.
moves in, that's this. you ain't
Yeah.
the fucking Nicholas Sparks novel.
also-
it ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
The world will not end if you're honest with her about not moving in. Like, hey, listen, I'm fucking allergic to cats.
Yeah.
And that will fuck me up.
Yeah, just
world won't
just
end if you're honest.
Just unload everything at once. Just
Seriously.
be like, look, I'm super into you, so I was hesitant at first.
It clouded my judgment.
Yeah. And so like I was hesitant at first to be like, no, you can't. But here's the thing: you got 3 cats. I'm super fucking allergic. I like you a lot, but this shit ain't gonna
But
work.
I will literally be
As
physically ill every day for the rest of my life as long as you live there.
yeah. So
Which is problematic.
But
and
you
if
should
she,
also-
this is a good litmus test. If she is not understanding, then you know for a fact it never would have worked out because she doesn't give a fuck enough about you
true.
to care that you're going to have a sinus
And at which
infection for
point-
the rest of your
And
And at
life.
which point, just kill her cats.
But not even that. Look
Easy.
at it
Yeah.
this way. Like right now, she's got 3 cats. I'm assuming she's probably in her mid-20s.
Oh my god, she's going to be a crazy cat lady.
Once a cat person, always a cat person. It's like once a cheater, always a cheater. Once a thief, always a thief. If
So you're
she's got-
comparing cheaters and thieves to cat people.
If she's got 3 cats right now,
Check.
probably in her
Fuck her.
20s, she's gonna fucking have them for the rest of her life. And
well, cats don't live
If-
for 40 years, bud. I
but
don't know.
Cats in general, you're
trust
saying.
me, she ain't gonna be like, man, I'm done with cats forever because I lost those.
I don't
3.
care how many
Let's
beds
take
and
in
dresses they
17
pee
more."
on.
Yeah.
Trust me, yeah, a cat person is different from a dog person. Dog person can be like,
I'll kill that dog right now. I don't
Well,
care.
I got shit. Kill my dog.
I got this one dog and I love this dog to death. But a cat person is like, well, I got this cat and this cat doesn't show me that much attention. So I'm going to get another cat and that cat's going to love me. Oh, this cat's an asshole too. He just does his own thing. I'll get another cat.
I love
Oh,
the hot takes.
you know what I mean? Like this cat, I got him. He just tries to fuck this cat, doesn't get along with this cat, but none of them give me the love that I need. So fuck it. Let's go get
None of
another
them
cat.
give me the love that I need and or deserve.
You know what I
All
mean?
right, so the answer is A,
Cats-
don't move in
cats,
with her.
You grow exponentially
Yeah.
with it.
And
They just
B,
get
don't
more
let
and
cats
more
in
and
your
more.
house if you're allergic to them. That's pretty simple.
True.
And people that are allergic to cats versus people that are allergic to dogs. My wife is allergic to dogs, and we have 3 of them, and 2 of them were hers before we were dating. And she sometimes has an itchy nose. She's allergic to cats. And if there's one on the block that's a stray cat, she's sick. Not even in the house, not even on our property. Just if there was some cat dander in the wind and blew by her, she is completely fucked up.
That's fucking bonkers,
That
dude.
Well,
motherfucker
my
moves
brother's
into
the
the
same way.
neighborhood.
So people that are allergic to cats are fucking allergic to cats.
So is it fair to say that like people that are allergic to cats just kind of they're like
Stay away from
it's like
cats.
well, it's like a Darwinian thing. Like if a fucking small cat's dander and fur can kill you, maybe you're not supposed to be alive. That's all I'm saying.
Or you need to build up a tolerance by moving in with a girl that has
Just
3
snort
cats.
some cat dander like Coke.
every day.
Yeah, just
That's what an allergy
take
shot
a little
is.
bump of cat dander every day.
Yeah, just sniff a cat butthole.
Yeah.
every day. Just look into that.
Just let a
terrible,
cat fucking spray
Dude,
their
cat-
pheromones in your
cat
fucking face
buttholes
every day.
Are one of the most horrifying things on the planet. To
That
me.
that's true. That's true.
What I'm
I think it's only fucking exacerbated by the fact that
I'm
when
trying
a
to figure
cat
out how
likes
you
you,
guys got to a point where a cat asshole is like the scariest thing to you. Like where
well,
did
no,
it,
it's not. It's just like it just makes it worse because like a cat, when it likes you, its way of showing you that it likes you is presenting its
up.
butthole to you.
Yep.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
And
like
also-
you. Here's my butthole.
The way it shows affection is it pees all over the things that you love, and you can never get the smell out. You ever go to a cat person's house that has no idea that it just smells like cat piss everywhere? I have no idea because they've gotten a nose blind to it.
Yeah, I actually know a few people that are
Spoiler,
like
that's
severe
all cat owners.
severe cat people, and I like,
Severe cat.
well, meaning they have like 7 or 8 cats.
They got a severe case of.
And I picture because like these are the type of people that buy these fucking like cat towers and things like that. And I
I'm
picture
down for cat towers.
I
I just
picture
want
the
a cat.
inside of their houses.
fucking mad at the end of this episode.
fine.
the
because she's
inside of their
gonna-
houses probably look like the fucking obstacle course from American Ninja Warrior. Like there's just shit
But carpeted.
everywhere.
It's my girlfriend's house.
That the cats can run all
Does it
over.
smell like cat urine?
No,
Be
not at
honest.
all. Not at all. But also, I have cats in my house,
So you're already nose blind to cat.
so maybe
urine.
I'm nose blind. Maybe both of our houses smell like cat pee.
Probably.
Yeah, fuck that.
But like,
Fuck that.
I mean, I don't have any problem.
I let
with
my cat
cats.
sleep in my bed.
I don't have any problem with cats. Hey man, I ate at Wing Ming in the 90s.
You had a what?
I was joking.
Chinese
I don't,
food cat joke.
I don't want to see cats get hurt.
No.
But I don't fucking like cats,
No.
and I would never have a cat. I'll pet one. I'll be nice to it,
I had
but I
outside
wouldn't be
cats.
like, oh man, look at that cat. I want to give him a home.
Ecologically, that's the irresponsible thing to do. But I was young; I didn't know any better.
So you did
we had outdoor cats.
Yeah, we had outdoor cats too, but ecologically, that's a nightmare because they'll hunt and kill everything without eating it, and then they come home and eat their cat food. So it kills off populations of animals in your neighborhood. Anyway, what's the next question?
No, I only had the 2. So I think we actually kind of reached the precipice here, guys. So thank you very much for tuning in. But there's Jordy's beautiful face that you didn't get to see a whole hell of a lot of this episode.
Yeah, that's why I'm showing it off now.
Yeah. Look at those tits. Look at those rockin' bazans.
15 lubs.
Look at those 15 lubs that are gone.
All right, guys. Well, you want to say anything?
Would Huntington Carrington like to give us the outro?
Yes. Go ahead and follow us on YouTube. That's Illiteral.
The Tube of Views.
Yes, follow us on. We're on YouTube. We're on Twitch. Correct?
Yes.
Yes. We're on Twitch. We're on Instagram. Illiteral Show. Please do follow us. And tune in next week.
We're on Twitter too. The spot right between the twat and the shitter.
Yes. So don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you. And we will see you next week. Good night.